First game is always rough. He going to game chat. Let me see. Bruh, first game always rough, bruh. With a new team, well, for me, nigga, like, shit, I'll be having to adjust. But I got hella young players though, so shit, we gonna see. We gonna see.
Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the
I got all young niggas, boy. Rookie, both my running backs rookies. Nigga, I was hella rookies. Just in case we fucking last. These niggas gonna be nice.
Season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, you set for sure, for sure. So what you think about that fight? He was low-key losing. Good run. Yeah. He low-key was losing. Well, I don't think he was losing, but like, you know, he was.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can most definitely agree with that because I mean, Rowley, he don't got a good fighting style, regardless, but he was landing some punches though. He bigger.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That one tipped and it's incomplete.
Big.
Good hands there defensively. And second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Quickly is Allen, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and one.
Let's make a play. Let's make a play.
It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers.
Close.
But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time.
Oh, shit.
And he is going to have an Eagles.
Come on, Aiden. I ain't even going to hold you. I ain't even look, bro.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know
I just loaded up.
Meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll buy some time right.
Good defense.
He's going to look deep for more.
Get the pick.
And complete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Hopefully this shit lasts. This league lasts for sure.
On play action, Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
You take it.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
No cap. We can run it, bro. I ain't tripping. I just play, bro. I don't be tripping. Like, come on.
So on tries the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Oh, that's... You might as well went for that thing.
Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I picked up Dalvin Cook, brother. Hopefully, I can get him going. Shit. You built this young man up.
And now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much. Maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Let's see what we got.
Second and 9. Burrow looking to pass. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Setting up the
How do you miss the block? Come on.
He went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play.
I was streaming, but my live stream ain't popping up on my YouTube.
Push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Oh, well, I'm about to...
Burrow on third down. That'll be complete to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in.
Good stop. Good stop.
Easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
See if I can find it. Alright, come on. You got some heat on your team now, bro.
Second and 12.
Look at the roster. Let's see.
Now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And the Falcons are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period, and that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Agnew now to return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here complete to Kelsey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Jones. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now Burrow on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this is Cook with a grab. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. Take series right here.
They run with Spiller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. Down right around the 25.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
11 MT.